Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from ZozoStockWatch.com, and this is your stock watch list and some market talk for Wednesday, the 21st of February. Let's go ahead and go right into it. I'm going to start off a little different tonight. Let's go ahead and go through the Dow stocks real fast. Let's see how many we can find that have exceptionally good charts, strong charts. Apple, we'll give the benefit of the doubt that because Apple is above the 50. American Express doesn't look too bad, right? But it is below the 50 SMA. Boeing holding very strong market leader there. Caterpillar below the 50 SMA currently on Caterpillar. Cisco after the earnings gapped up, holding the gap, so it looks strong. CVX weak. Disney looks bearish, right? CVX looked bearish. Dow DuPont here below the 50 SMA. General Electric just looks, like a disaster on GE. Goldman Sachs holding up okay above the 50, just below resistance here, there, so a leader. Home Depot had earnings today. We'll give the benefit of the doubt that maybe it can get back over the 50 SMA. Home Depot, so we'll keep an eye on that. But right now, kind of in limbo a little bit on that one. IBM looks terrible. Intel looks pretty good. Intel holding above the 50. Intel looks all right. J&J looks terrible. JP Morgan holding above the 50. That one looks okay. KO Coca-Cola looks terrible. McDonald's looks terrible. 3M doesn't look so great. All right. Let's keep going here. Merck looks terrible. Microsoft looks very good, very strong on Microsoft. Nike, holding up, looks okay. Pfizer below the 50 there, bouncing though, so limbo kind of stock. Procter and Gamble, very weak, doesn't look good. Travelers holding above the 50, testing it right now, so we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. UNH around the 50, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. UTX broke the 50. Looking a little sloppy there on that one. Visa holding up, looks pretty good. Verizon doesn't look so hot there. Bearish. Walmart got slammed today. And lastly, ExxonMobil. So what's the point of all this? It's kind of like what the market is right now. There's some good charts and some very bad charts. And that was just the Dow 30. I'm having a hard time finding, some really good charts. I did put a list together, but, a lot of stocks have been taking a hit lately. And just going through the Dow stocks there, you can see, the mixture of stocks. Let's look at the market leaders real fast. So we got, Amazon, right? And until these stocks start to fail, right, the Amazons and whatnot, I think it's still, the market is okay. Amazon holding up, Nvidia holding up well and showing strength there. Google holding up well, showing good strength. Netflix holding up. Good strength there on Netflix. Tesla, limbo, I guess, a little bit of backing and filling there. Facebook, not looking so great underneath the 50 SMA on Facebook. So, as far as the leaders go, you have to give it to Nvidia, Amazon, and those names, Netflix, right? Are the leaders. SMH, real nice pop today, real nice strength in the SMH today. QQQ overall was much stronger than the other markets. I'll show you the SPY in a moment. Let me get rid of some of these lines for you. Drive you crazy. Sorry, it's from my intraday charts, but there's the QQQ holding up okay. Looking strong. SPY, we got this battle going on here, and this blue line you see here, I carry this over to my intraday chart, all right, just so I kind of have an idea where the 50 SMA is, and it's at around that 272 spot on the SPY, and then our midpoint, I kind of went over this in a previous video. If you take the high here, the low here, you get this 270 yellow line right there. So, we held above that, held above the 5 today, so have to still keep it in the bull's court right now, but if this starts breaking down, things could get ugly in a hurry. And then, last resort kind of here is this green line around 266, 267 area. for the bulls. So we'll see how the action's going to play out for tomorrow. I have a few stocks that I have on watch for tomorrow. Let me bring over some news. We'll go ahead and get into some news that came out courtesy of the trade exchange real fast. Some earnings came out. Texas Roadhouse, TXRH. They beat on earnings, beat on revenue. Stock is moving down. Rare, RARE. They beat on earnings, missed on revenues. That stock down in the after hours. Boyd Gaming, BYD, beat on earnings per share, miss on revenue. So that one came down in the after hours. Halo, let's check that one out. HALO, nice movement after hours, a little bit of a pop there. I'll see if I see any news on it. I'll let you know. What else did we have? CATM, beat on earnings, beat on revenue. CATM, stock sold off on that. What else did we have? Any other news? RIG came out with earnings. RIG, stock sold off in the after hours. Earnings per share miss. Earnings per share, EPS beat and revenue miss. Lazy Boy beat and then beat on revenue. Stock moving up a little bit in the after hours on LZB. Lazy Boy. Any others? Let's see. TNDM, Diabetes Care applies for Health Canada medical device license. So TNDM, a little bit of a movement up there in the after hours. Let's see. Mind and Body acquires Fit Matrix. And let's see if there was any other. PTLA announces results of CHMP oral explanations for alpha and Betrixban. So I'm not really sure what that all means, but PTLA was getting hit on whatever that all means. So that stock took a hit. Shopify launches offering of Class A, SHOP, so an offering there, and the stock was moving down in the after hours. You see some of the earnings we have coming out for Wednesday after the bell tomorrow listed there, and then some earnings before the bell listed here from the trade exchange. Some top insider purchases that came out after the bell tonight. LJPC, 10% owner, 50K. ZBH, TPHS, LGCY. I think LGCY was up a little bit. Yeah, up a little bit in the after hours. Oil and gas moving up a little bit in the after hours. So that's some of your news from the trade exchange. A bunch of earnings came out. Earnings season continues on. Not really the big names like we had going on the last couple of weeks, but we still have earnings coming out. So like I said, Boyd Gaming, we had MGM today, we had Home Depot today, Walmart was today. Walmart sold off all day. Home Depot sold off pretty much all day after their earnings came out. So let's get this out of the way, and we'll go ahead and go right into the watch list. All right, so here's our watch list for tomorrow. BABA looking interesting if we can get up over that 190 spot for BABA, BABA, depending on how the market is. CCMP, nice volume, expanding volume, I should say. Holding up well, nice pop. See how this one, semiconductor name, CCMP. Next one up, we have CNAT. CNAT biotech name, over 700,000 shares traded. So we'll see if this one wants to set up intraday. CRNT, nice pop here. See if we get some follow through. 1.6 million shares there on CRNT. eBay holding up, trying to get up over that 44 spot on eBay. Have that on watch. ECYT, nice pop. Still under the 50 SMA though, but 1.6 million shares. of volume, so can't really see it there, but 1.6 million shares. Nice pop. We'll see if this has any kind of continuation move in it. ePay holding up okay above all the fast moving averages. Looks okay. Let me just check out Square. Yeah, Square, nice pop today, but pulled back. Kind of a not a bearish candle, but indecisive candle, inverted hammer here, trying to get through 46. But that's what kind of put ePay on my watch. I like ePay, the chart, better here. I watched Square. Just wish this would get more volume. 262,000 shares, a little bit light on the volume there on ePay. Fate. We spoke about this one in yesterday's video, and we did get that pop, that breakthrough 9, and the push on FATE. Galt still hanging in there, holding above the 50. I didn't like this candle today, right? We popped it over 450, then they gave it right back. But the overall market kind of faded off again today. So give Galt another day to see what it wants to do. Maybe tomorrow or the next couple of days. GALT. Intel was one that I showed you, held up today, with the rest of the semi names. The semis were, very strong. The semis and the QQQ did the best today, while the SPY and the IWM, right? The IWM still fighting, to get over the 50 SMA, trying to get back over that 154. Failed again today, but we still are holding above the 5 EMA on the IWM, so we'll see on that. But next one up, we have all right. Some of the ag names got some movement today. IPI, smaller name, 1 million shares, so keep this one on watch. Mosaic had earnings today, and that stock popped up. 8 million shares. I'll have this on watch for tomorrow. KDMN. Now, this stock has been getting, had a big pop in it, right, on KDMN, big run up. Then they sold it off. Well, today it finally got a green candle in the name on KDMN. So, maybe now they might be ready to bounce it off of this 350 spot. So, it might be interesting, a bottoms up type of trade on KDMN. LGCY. They had an insider buying in it. I showed you that news. The stock popped today even before that. This is the after hour, so it's trading at 270. So we'll see how that one sets up tomorrow. LVS holding up okay above the 50, back over the 5. So it doesn't look too bad in that name. Microsoft holding up okay, above the 50. This one will be on watch. Maybe we get a move over $93 a share there on Microsoft. Maybe a possible swing trade also. MTBC volume a little bit light, but basing under this $4 area on MTBC, so I'll have that on watch. Micron, since the semis were strong today, watching it back over the highs from today, which were about 45.27, so maybe 45.30 area for a Micron. ONTX, one of these bottoms up kind of charts. The stock got crushed, then it moved back up, then now it's got smashed again, and they turned it back up. So we'll see. Not a favorite, but I'll have it on watch. PTN basing under $1. Trying to break maybe that $1 spot. You see it's been basing here today, almost 1 million shares in it. So we'll see on PTN if that wants to set up. S-Fun. Holding above the 50 SMA, 1.1 million shares came into this name. It looks interesting. We'll see. Would probably have to get over maybe that 525 spot for S-Fun, all right, to get even better looking chart. SWKS, another semi-conductor name, nice pop. This one very much connected with Apple, and so we'll have this one on watch on SWKS. TGTX, getting over this 12, trying to get over 13 area, 1320 in that area on TGTX, basing under it, holding above the fast moving averages. If we get over that 1320, 1325, maybe this thing makes another move up on TGTX. Another one, I'll be watching. We did a trade in TIVX today. We got in at 865, and we got a nice pop up to 905 when the SPY was moving down into, into the close today. So we took on, TIVX. So I'll have TIVX on watch. I'll have a TZA on watch for tomorrow in case the IWM. This is the inverse for the IWM. So in case the IWM can't get going or moves down, keep your eye on TZA. Another chart, another inverse for the IWM is TWM. So keep your eye on this. Maybe if the IWM, like I said, starts moving down or breaks that 5 EMA, we might get a quick pop in either TWM or TZA. This Zilla group, all right. Basing below 48. We had a high back here on Zillow Group, 48.70. We had a high here of 48.36, and now we had a 47.76. So if this can get back over maybe 48, 40, 48.50 area, maybe that ZG gets over. There's chatter around this name also. So, I can't kind of, ZG or Z, same thing, same setup. All right, so whichever you prefer. And then lastly, the ZN, even with oil, right? Whoops, USO. Even with oil, not really doing much today, right? Actually showing a little bit of weakness in oil below the 20 SMA, but still above the 50. Anyway, ZN held up pretty well for an oil name. This is that Israeli company. I believe they discovered oil. So the high today was around 460. So, if we can get up over that 460 spot on ZN, all right, we might get a continuation move in this name. So I'll keep it on watch. ZN, nice chart holding above the 5 EMA. 3 million shares came into that name. All right, so that's the watch list. And this is Mike from ZozoStockWatch.com. Thanks for listening. If these videos are helping you, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit that like button. I'd greatly appreciate that. And I thank you for your views. And let's help this channel grow. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoy this watch list. Leave some comments. Any stocks that you're looking at. I don't do pinks or over the counter. So, but any other stocks, and you want me to take a look at in future videos, just put them down in the comments. Actually, somebody asked me about Facebook, so I should just take a quick look at Facebook real fast. Still below the 50 SMA on Facebook. Let's see, we did have that pop down to the 200 SMA, and then we came up off of that, but not much further movement up here. So it looks like 180 is the resistance area. I would think if this breaks 175, you might get a push back down and maybe test that 200 SMA on Facebook. But right now, every time you think Facebook is going to be, like here, you thought it was going to be breaking down, the cavalry came in and bought it. Here you thought Facebook was going to break down, they came in and bought it. So to go out and short this name is pretty dangerous. It's a darling, and so like I said, every time it looks like it's getting bleak, they come in and they buy it and push it up. Same thing here, came in, pushed it up. So they'll probably do that again, but we'll see. All right, but for me, I think it would look better if it gets over 180. And to the short side, if we broke that 175, 174.80, that might mean it has to go down and retest the 200 SMA, and that's Facebook. All right, everybody, have a great night. Come check me out, ZozoStockWatch.com.